Welcome back, guys. It's been a while since I've done a live version of the Vegan Girl Diaries, and I want to get a little bit real today. So, 'tis the season to have your life choices mocked at the dinner table. You've probably heard that quote, especially if you're plant-based, vegan, whatever you want to call yourself. But today on the Vegan Girl Diaries, episode 11, I wanted to share a little of what I actually shared in my Vegan Girl Gang. It is my community on Facebook of empowering vegan women from all over the world. It's a really fun community, and I always get questions and concerns about just this time of year with vegans all around the world because of family and judgment. And no, not everyone is like that, and that's awesome. More power to you if you have really supportive friends and family. But most of us go through it at the dinner table, and I feel like it's a very real thing that happens, and we don't talk about it enough. So I wanted to give my top tips on just how to survive the holidays, specifically meals, because every holiday, as you probably know, and celebration is centered around food. So I know it's tough around the holidays when you might not have a plant-based family or you're the only vegan at the table, right? And I've done an episode about this a little bit before, but I wanted to give some tips from personal experience because I was vegetarian for over 13 years and vegan for around 4 total. I had a little hiatus, but I've dealt with a lot of ridicule before and almost aggression, like at holidays, at events, at normal dinners. And it's not just friends and family. And if you're watching this, I forgive you, but it's online all the time. I get it too. And just whenever I'm out in public or when strangers ask what I eat or why I'm not eating something, I've been there a lot and I totally understand. So I actually took some time to look up some tips with friendly Google when it was around Thanksgiving time, and I was just trying to help out my Vegan Girl Gang because I got a lot of messages being like, you know what, I'm the only vegan at my Thanksgiving table, I need help. And it's really funny because when I was researching just tips to help people, Google basically said that just do the best you can, and if you must, compromise and be reasonable, which I thought was hilarious because I don't know about you guys, but I'm pretty unapologetic about my lifestyle, and obviously that's why I show up every week and help in any way that I can because I've been there and I know what to do from personal experience. Okay, so I would honestly never be sorry for eating green beans and vegan stuffing and sweet potatoes. Like I enjoy celebrating the fact that I am saving animals every single day, and that fuels me. And I don't do the whole high and mighty thing at family events and holidays because I do think it's important to be unapologetic about your lifestyle, but also not like annoying, right? So reality is you are not going around, hopefully, you're not going around telling people like what I eat, and you're not pointing out what they are or are not eating. So why should you deal with it too? So I kind of want to dive onto steps of how to survive the holidays vegan style. I have 3 of them. So step 1 is pretty obvious. Bring your own food to family events and have people try it. And here's the thing, you don't have to make it a big deal or even label it. But here's a good example. If you are in California, or if you know where True Food Kitchen is, it's amazing. They were actually selling squash pies that you could bring. And it's funny, I was talking to like the bartender at True Food, and he's like, this is gluten-free, it's raw, and it's vegan. So literally no one can say they can't have it. So that's something you can do. You can make your own like dessert, or I actually posted really good omnivore-friendly chocolate chip muffins that are vegan, so you could always make those. Just bring them like as a side dish and put them out there. Therefore, you have something to eat and you could share, and you're also helping the host, which is important. So for Thanksgiving, I personally brought sweet potatoes, roasted sweet potatoes, which are my favorite, to Thanksgiving. Everyone got to try them. I actually had some to take home, and I knew I had something to eat. But this year is pretty exciting because my fiance's family is amazing. They understand my dietary needs, and they had several dishes for me, but that wasn't always the case. It's taken years to build that up. Step 2 is to go into the holidays with a grateful heart. And sure, this might sound a bit cheesy, but know that this season is not and should not be about food. It is not about the food. It's about being thankful for who you're with, your friends, your family, and just being with them and being present. And you can even go around the table at events and just share what you're grateful for. I love doing that at Thanksgiving. And just, keep in mind that that is what we're celebrating during the holiday season. And step 3, prepare yourself for the comments. And you might not want to hear this, but I feel like it's very important to talk about. Unless you're that like awesome person who has an entirely vegan family, goals, you will get judged and potentially ridiculed you're gonna have jokes made, like even if it's harmless fun, it's annoying, right? And it sucks because it kind of makes you want to go off on a tangent. I think someone said that, yes, people would make fun of you and you just have to ignore it and move on. But here's the thing, you could do a couple different things. Like I sometimes make remarks under my breath, or I'll want to just make sarcastic comments and like jabs. It's kind of who I am. Like I'm very sarcastic. I like saying how I feel, but sometimes it's just nice to know that it's coming. So, you usually have those triggers in your family. You're like, oh God, it's Uncle Bill, she's gonna say this again. You know, that cousin or uncle or whoever always like rolls their eyes when you say, you bring your own food, or you mention your lifestyle, or you don't even do anything. Like you might say no to like butter slathered veggies, like whatever. Prepare yourself though. So it's going to happen. And you could do a few things about it. One, you can let it roll off of you and just be like super confident in your lifestyle that you might just not care. Or you can give it right back to them. That's the second thing, if they can handle it and you can handle it and it's all good and you just like to debate. Or three, which I think more people need to do, is you could stick up for yourself and say that you just don't appreciate the comments, even if they're joking. You don't do that to them, so I'd respect if you didn't do that to me. And you could say it in like a very polite way, but just speak for yourself, right? We apologize too much. So recently, I'm gonna tell a story. Recently, I was visiting my fiance, and we went to this pizza place because I knew they had Diet cheese, and I was like, yes, this is so exciting. And I ordered my pizza and I said, Diet cheese, please. And they brought it out, and there was clearly cow's cheese and Diet cheese on the same pizza. And I was like very confused because I said Diet cheese, or Day, I don't know pronounce it. And I'm just like, why would they put both cheeses on the pizza? And I clearly come dairy free, right? So I apologized. I'm so sorry, but I'm pretty sure there's normal cheese on here. I don't eat cheese. And I even was like, I am allergic to cheese. And the waitress was like, are you lactose intolerant or are you vegan? She had a very sassy tone when she said that too. And I'm like, I'm vegan, but I'm like, I felt really apologetic about it because I'm just like, I'm so sorry. No, I didn't want her to spit in my food. But she got me like the normal pizza. It took like another 10 minutes. My man had like finished his food already, but I kept apologizing. And I'm just like, it's not my fault, and I shouldn't have to apologize for having a certain lifestyle when a lot of people are gluten-free or actually are allergic to cheese. It's not our fault, and we shouldn't have to feel the way, right? So if any waitresses are like watching, I'd actually really love to know your input on this. But those are basically my top tips, is to bring your own food, eat before if you want to make sure that you're full and happy and satisfied. Eat before an event. Bring your own appetizer too, so you know that you do have something to eat. You're also helping out the host. Have some of the wine there. You're gonna feel a little bit better. Maybe you'll feel sassy enough to approach someone about it. I always find that's kind of funny. Prepare yourself though ahead of time and just be on your merry way. You don't have to make it into a big deal. I know someone said just ignore it and let it just roll off of you. Be confident and just share, because you could bring your own food and maybe they'll absolutely love it and ask you for the recipe. So I wanted to share this because I just think it's really important to have community. Know that someone is there to have your back, especially this time of year, because I've been through it for over a decade, so I definitely understand. But if you guys do have any other tips, I'd love to see them in the comments or just hear some stories, because those are always fun. But for more help on being vegan for the holidays or just in general, I actually posted up a video on my channel yesterday. It's also on my Facebook, of what I eat in a day as a vegan, the holiday edition. So I have 4 new holiday recipes on 2 blogs, and they're also under my YouTube video, so you guys could check that out. But I'm here for you if you ever want to just have like a positive vegan reminder in your inbox if you're having a little bit of a hard time at an event. I've done that for people before in the past. But anyway, I hope everyone's having an amazing holiday season. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time on the Vegan Girl Diaries.